Western movie location hunting, a favorite pastime of fans of the Lone Pine Film Festival, and you don't even need a license. We'll take you along just ahead on today's Wild West.
He's been gone for 43 years, and there's kids in their 20s that are John Wayne fans.
John Wayne, one of a long list of legendary movie stars who made classic Western films in the Alabama hills, at the foot of the towering Sierra Nevada mountains, just outside Lone Pine, California.
Yeah, it's filled with memories for me.
Son Patrick Wayne worked here too, starring in the 1966 Western, An Eye for an Eye.
Of course, you know, in the movie I played a blind guy, so I don't remember where we were on half the sets, but
he's among the stars, their descendants, and Western movie fans who flock here every Columbus Day weekend to celebrate the area's rich legacy at the Lone Pine Film Festival.
More movies, television shows, and commercials have been filmed in and around Lone Pine than any other single outdoor location in the world.
More than 400 movies and TV shows have shot here since the 1920s, most of them Western.
Excellent. This is one of a handful of films that are truly great films shot here.
The 1948 Gregory Peck Western, Yellow Sky, was among the many films screened during the festival.
I was 11 years old.
William Wellman Jr. was here in Lone Pine when they shot it. His dad was the director.
And I just thought it was fabulous. All the cowboys and the guns and, you know, the whole business. And I just had a great time.
Yellow Sky co-starred Richard Widmark and Ann Baxter.
When I would walk by her, and remember I'm 11, she'd grab me and pull me on her lap. And I liked it. And I liked it.
A5 is looking this way. This is when she pulls the gun on Gregory Peck.
What's really cool about Lone Pine is after you watch the movie, you can go see where it was made.
And those two buildings were there. The barn was right down this road.
On one of the many film location tours offered throughout the weekend.
There you go. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Just a couple more steps over.
Yeah, right there. If you turn to A12, you can see.
Fans get handouts with still photos of scenes from the movie and are led to the exact spot where that scene was filmed.
It looks like this rock may have fallen a little bit and the crevice is a little smaller, but maybe not. It might just be the lighting.
Yellow Sky is an especially rich film location, shot here in a logical sequence.
It's all exactly where it should be if you just followed the directions of the movie, which is very unique.
It's a fun challenge for movie buffs who enjoy tracking down the exact locations where films were shot.
It's like a little treasure hunt, finding actually where they were shot, what it looks like now, what's changed, what hasn't. The rocks don't change generally, but the brush certainly does and other stuff does. So yeah, it's great.
This is the spot where Gregory Peck and his outlaw gang, dying of thirst, finally find a water hole in the western Yellow Sky. And it's one of the few locations in the Alabama hills where you can still see a remnant of the movie. This cement wall built to hold the water hole, which has long since gone dry.
And the scenery is just amazing.
It's God's creation. It's just awesome.
Just the rock formations are unbelievable. I don't think photos do it justice. You almost have to see it in person.
Oh, there's the sun.
It's especially beautiful at dawn, and the festival offers an always popular sunrise tour. Getting up this early can be a bit of a challenge, but it's always worth it to watch the sunrise light up the Sierra.
Incredible. Just the atmosphere, the people, the scenery, everything.
The perks include hot coffee, fresh donuts, and a little cowboy music.
Kind of surreal to think that he walked these spaces and was riding around. I mean, it's pretty neat.
It's all very meaningful to Tony Cameron, whose late father Rod starred here in the 1948 Western Panhandle.
On one of the shots where they had a lot of the horses, somebody came in with a plane and buzzed the set and actually pinned my dad against a corral, and he ended up hurting his knee. Had to work the last part of the movie with a cage around his knee.
And you can even ride horseback down the same trails as those Hollywood heroes.
This is stunning, yeah.
This is Gene Autry Rock. Gene and his Wonder Horse Champion posed here for a promotional movie poster that was used for a number of his films.
on trail rides offered during the festival that can make you feel like you're starring in your very own Western.
And I went in and I read it.
And mingled among the festival goers are those who really did work in the movies.
I heard somebody say, yep, that's it.
And enjoy sharing their behind-the-scenes stories during the weekend.
I found out later that it was Taylor Sheridan.
Like Yellowstone star Rudy Ramos.
There was some crazy stuff that happened in that office.
Rudy's very first big role was also a Western on the classic TV show High Chaparral.
He said, how soon can you get to Tucson, Arizona? And there it was. So that was my first job. And
be able to chat with them, read their books that we get occasionally, to hear the discussions, the panel discussions, gives us really true insight into how the movies were made.
Ron Johnson and Melinda White have been coming to the festival for years.
It's one of those things you look forward to every year.
Weekend MC Larry Maurice hasn't missed a festival since it began more than 30 years ago.
These movies are so universal. And to be able to come out here and go on location in Lone Pine and go and walk in the rocks and see where it's gone and take your own pictures and put yourself there, it's hard to find anything negative about it. It really is. It's just a cool deal.
Whatever I can do to support this festival, I will do, because I think it's important. They're saying something that's important.
And the stars who make the journey here, like Patrick Wayne, are always glad they did.
For me, they also have wonderful stories about my dad, and they always have positive stories. It's great. It's great to hear it.
By the way, the Alabama Hills are amazing to see any time of year. Just stop in at Lone Pine's fabulous Museum of Western Film History, and after you see that amazing collection,
another great ride with Mark.
Get a map, and you can take a self-guided tour of the Alabamas and see all they have to offer.